James was waiting that time for Rose, who steps back.
They gave up 16 threes against Orlando and 17 against San Antonio.
Rose to Korver. Rose fakes a three, takes a better two.
I like then every so often you'll see LeBron explode and get that board.
Rose scored as LeBron has 12. Derrick Rose inserting himself in the game right at the guy who was almost his teammate. With the press Rose, see if he fouls him. There he goes. But there's a problem.
Young guy play. I mean, when he blows by you, right, you need the rotation to give your team a break.
At the end of the clock. Rose, Bosch waiting. Beat him anyway. 3 on 2, Rose. Oh, what a finish!
Off the glass. Beautifully, beautiful. Whoever gets them in that first round, and then the second round will be the key in the East.
Bibby's, Adrinas Ilgauskas, James Jones in for the Heat. There's that uncanny ability of Rose.
Points, 15-6 in favor of Chicago.
Rose is back in, and he's Hubie Brown. Heather Cox with you in Miami. Rose, what speed? Rolls it in. Possession here.
This is just an incredible move, all right? Not only the elevation in this game.
Pulls by 4. Rose got another one.
Like it's going to reach the basket.
27 points for the MVP.
To the year in the NBA, the job he's done. Chicago won 41 games each of the last 2 years as Derrick Rose gets
differential, the #1 in field goal shooting percentage against and #1 in three-point shooting.
2 years combined. A steal. Here's Rose in the open floor. What a move by Derrick Rose.
He'll give you a hesitation. You lay off, he'll shoot, and then
Nelson gave it away. And now here's Rose in transition. The blow by. And the finish with
it's all about speed. Just watch how he blows by people. He handles so well.
Win season for Orlando, 4 straight. That is a franchise record as Rose again
of it. That's the second one in this quarter.
Rose again, beautifully to the goal. A 10-1 magic run to get back within 2. Rose taking it to the goal, finishing with the left. What a move.
Derrick Rose on this baseline dribble and how he shifts hands right there. That is just a clever dribble defensively for Orlando. Has been excellent.
What a
lose to 1. That is totally uncharacteristic of the 3
in the loss column entering today. Here's Rose rising and knocking down.
Rose, see, he went right one time. Now he came off the second time. Now, if you're going to stand there and just look at him, you say, well, Malik finished. And that's exactly what he said. I'm confident I can make the shot.
There he is to the butt.
Only better because, you know, he missed the shot. No, because you had plenty of time on the clock.
Derrick Richardson just throws it away. Now Rose on the other end throws it down.
Game. You know, they've got Parker, who's always been a one-man fast break.
Spurs score so much because they execute on the offensive end. Just simple basketball where they make over.
And here comes Rose on Duncan. And Derrick Rose with his 3rd field goal.
To now, he has turned into a terrific passer, both in the high post and when he was doubled in the low post.
On for Chicago. Rose strong on Duncan.
How about the old Tim Duncan, but Father Time still undefeated. Exploding to the cup and
Rose off the Noah screen. Knocks it down.
Finish this quarter a little bit better than the run they're on right now.
Beautiful shot by. Here's Rose. Derrick Rose. The Bulls have 6 points in 9 minutes. And Rose says, I'll take care of that.
Because of the gamble, now he sees light. Gets to the cup and finishes over Duncan. Pop.
Rose able to knock it down.
Themselves as good a chance as they could have as Rose attacks the rim again. Their level of size and talent is hard to match.
He says he's hopeful to be back by Thanksgiving as Rose gets us in. Rose hits the jumper. Rose with a pull-up. His foot was on the line. It's a... The 3 for Derrick Rose. And Rose had this move on Tim Duncan. That kind of set the tone. Rose able to hit the...
Here's Rose to the bucket. That's 1. Pierce had it stripped. Here comes Rose. Derrick Rose breaks away, finishes with both hands. Ronnie Brewer on the floor for the first time for Chicago. What a move by Rose, twisting his way for the bucket. 3 assist. And Chicago with a 26-18 advantage. Off the weave, Rose with the step and laid it high off glass. Here's Rose with a floater again.
A little more difficult. Is he calling glass here? High up off the glass.
Rose pushing it. Rose all the way and scores!
Between 16 and 20. What a move that time by Derrick Rose. This move. Left hand? No. His right hand. There's the seam. You can see it open up. Celtics never got there to...
Rose for three. Yes, and a very difficult shot. Rose unloads the three.
Here is Rose inside. Changes hands. 7.5 to go in the first half. Here is Rose trying to get his team back in the game, and what better way?
Then he says, wait a minute, guys. Let me do what I do best. Take that.
Spinning his way in is Rose, and he lays it in.
No, Yao Ming. I'm surprised you can get rid of your one constant.
Rose tips the pass away and lays it in. And still goes empty. And the offensive rebound, Rose lays it in.
Well, great by Bogus. He's had a little guy, A.J. Price, on him. He waited for...
This crowd explode if they do. Here is Rose for three. Leaves it for Rose. Look how quick he gets in. Derrick.
Hesitation coming off the pick. He goes up. Hibbert can't get him. No one on the other side.
We're seeing it here. Here's a three-point attempt. No defense there. And he finally breaks. Here's Rose working against Granger. Fires it up. Hits. Basket counts and a foul.
Probably closer we'll see all year, even when he gets that trophy. Crossover, goes inside. Hibbert's a 7-footer, you guys.
Remaining in the fourth. Rose pulls back, hits another. As we approach 2 minutes to go in the fourth, Rose with those.
And Larry Drew is frustrated with shot selection in game 2. Rose all the way home for the Derrick Rose. Rose let him recover and drive by. And here against the MVP of the league and holding his own, but that
Deng will match up.
Rose a floater.
Oh! Now this Rose, this is just a beautiful. He was up challenging that shot. Look at this.
And Noah set the great screen, Hubie, to send Rose.
Shot blocker. Big thing for him now is just make him shoot over the top. Oh.
Did you see the move?
Only is this explosion, the strength. How about that crossover? And then I'm going down inside.
Rose used the screen from a Sheik. And Derrick Rose.
Now you're going to see it right there. If you get caught on, or you try to go underneath.
And question for the Hawks after last year, were they going to bring this group of young players back intact? And they did. What a release by Rose.
Really a great shooter, and it's a catch and shoot.
Derrick Rose again. Rose showing no bandaging on that hand that he hurt earlier through this year. Backing up their great home record of 36-5, all led by that guy. Noah, the cutting Rose, finishes over Smith.
Basketball was. If you're going to look, you better have a forearm on your...
Oh.
There it is. It's just a very difficult shot. Now you can see Teague is right there. Look at that. Look at the release. But he plays the glass.
19. They have not led. Rose has 36 here tonight. Rose has 38 here. For a career playoff high, 41 points for the MVP.
Now that's a second turnover there for Teague. This is just Derrick at his best. No hesitation. Points between them. But more important, Mike, bad looks, Mike. They're not getting good looks.
Derrick Rose, most points he's had.
In November. Here's Rose battling in. Pretty move by Rose. Right over 17 a game for the Spurs. And a jumper by Derrick Rose.
They now have improved that much.
And Rose going in, gets the basket and a foul. An act of the league, and no wonder.
He comes at you and he freezes you, and you have no idea which way he's going.
Misses the three. Fight for the loose ball, and Rose has it, lays it in. Derrick.
They just don't score the fast break points as Rose gets on the inside and finishes and incredibly kept the floater going.
And Rose wending his way in and banks it in over Duncan. And that's what they're going to do when Noah gets back, especially as Rose gets the Thomas. Rose finds his way open and gets a shot. Weaves from outside. Rebound by Rose, who lays it in.
5-point swing thanks to Bonner.
Banking it in is Rose. and the other stage.
Weaving his way through the inside of the San Antonio defense in the first half. Found it too easy to find the front of the rim, whether it's under.
Jefferson closes in on him, and Rose hits a big two. Just in 2:40 to go. Rose driving in, lays it in. Derrick Rose with 30. Hill is defending. Here's Rose hitting the basket. And this crowd here at the United Center gets on their feet as Rose hits another one.
Up 4-5 that they actually trust. He's really done a great job in giving them every game production. I think he doesn't have to have the same respect for the game as some others because he wasn't very respectful as Derrick Rose. You don't want your point guards on the offensive board. Here, Derrick Rose goes up, overpowered. Great effort by Taj Gibson to come back in and rebound the ball.
Nice left-hand move from Rose. Good open three. Knocks it down.
Stand with both Boston and Miami.
Nice pass. The rebound. Boy, is the momentum changed. Rose in attack mode. Up and under. Oh, he banks it in. Watch.
I mean, the ability to balance up, step through, adjust.
Really helped turn them around. Final seconds of the half. Rose, one-handed, throws it down.
Craft. And it was difficult. As Rose, nice bounce pass.
As Rose sets up, fires a three-pointer, and puts it in. The reasons why they signed Carlos Boozer.
And you see Boozer doing.
Boozer tied up. Rose will try another three. It's good. Rose line drive. Oscar Robinson, Akeem Olajuwon, Elvin Hayes. That shot's good from the 8 straight points by Chicago. Rose to the basket. Left-handed lays it. Noah. Rose drives, pulls up, jumper, puts it in.
Possession, clock running down, splits the double team, step back to his left.
College early. Both are 21 years of age.
2.5 years ago, Matt, and his body is like day and night since then.
5-second differential, game clock, shot clock. Rose to make.
Gets them in the half court because they're such a great defensive team. If I can run and get opportunity here in Chicago.
But they've combined to play in only 94 games. Rose drills a three. Team that beat out the Raptors last season for that 8th spot. Top 10 pick. Slid to 13 as Rose has the response.
The basket. He's got to keep them in front.
Rose right to the rim. Ronnie Brewer gives it back. Rose steps into the three. And the MVP can't. Turnover. James Johnson left hand. Rose denies it. Wow. Derrick.
About that. It's just a phenomenal effort. Phenomenal effort of getting back. Remember, he's the one to turn the ball over.
Rose. Rose driving. Rose right at the rim. Wow. Rose driving. Rose in the lane with the left hand. Wow. Left.